You have a focus playlist, maybe a ritual, maybe a whole system, and you built it because you genuinely wanted to do better work. But what if I told you that system is the reason you can't focus? Not a little, not sometimes. It's actively training your brain to avoid the work. And the worst part, the harder you've worked on your ritual, the deeper the damage goes. Here's what's actually happening. You sit down to work, you open the playlist, you brew the coffee, you set the timer, you arrange the desk, and then nothing. Still scattered, still avoiding. Sound familiar? Now, before I tell you why that's happening, I need you to understand something first. Because most people, when they hear this, assume the fix is a better ritual, the right app, the right playlist. That's what your brain wants you to believe. Hold that thought. Here's what's actually going on. You haven't built a focus system. You built a waiting system. Every time you open that playlist before working, your brain logged it. Ritual first, work second. And now, your brain won't start without it. You didn't train focus, you trained dependency. It's like needing a specific pair of shoes before every run. At some point, you're not a runner. You're a collector who occasionally jogs. The tools didn't support your focus, they replaced it. And now, before I give you the fix, I need to ask you something. If the ritual is the problem, what do the best performers in the world actually do? Because they're not meditating for an hour. They're not journaling 5 pages before work. They're not cold plunging at 5 a.m. Top performers enter deep focus with almost nothing. And the reason why is going to change how you think about your brain entirely. Before I explain, think about what you'd predict. If rituals are out, the answer must be discipline, right? Willpower, mental toughness, just forcing yourself. No, here's the actual answer. One sentence, written down before you start. What is the single next action I'm taking right now? Not goals, not a to-do list. One sentence. Because your brain cannot focus on a blur. It focuses on a target. The moment you give it something specific and small enough to start, resistance drops automatically. Focus isn't something you find, it follows the target. But that's only half of it, because even with a target, most people still fail. And the reason is something nobody talks about. There's a specific moment, it happens about 90 seconds into any real work session, where your brain sends you a signal, and almost everyone misreads it. You'd predict that signal means something's wrong, that you're not in the right headspace, that you need the playlist, the coffee, the reset. But that signal, that's your brain shifting gears. That's the friction before deep focus. That discomfort is the door. Elite performers don't escape it, they sit in it. 2 more minutes, just 2, and suddenly they're in. Most people grab their phone at exactly that moment. They've trained themselves to medicate the every second focus was about to arrive. The playlist wasn't helping you focus, it was helping you feel that moment. Here's what I want you to sit with. Every ritual you built, every playlist you created, was your brain's way of saying, I don't trust myself to do this alone. And every time you listened, your brain believed you a little more. You didn't have a focus problem, you had a trust problem. One target, sit in the friction, let focus find you. That's the whole system. Try it once today. No music, no ritual, nothing. Just you and the work. Then come tell me in the comments, what happened in those first 2 minutes? And if you know someone who can't open their laptop without the perfect playlist, send this to them. They need to hear it more than they know.